Hi everyone, thank you for watching and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to share with you guys another recipe, and this one is called Cardamon Buns. If you have nothing to do today, please give this recipe a try and you will not regret making it. This buns is so addictive and you will understand when you make it because this is so good. I love that you have that nice crispy texture from the glaze, and also when that sugar and butter caramelize, you can see how gorgeous this looks. I wish you guys can taste this, but if you can't, go ahead and try make it at home. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe as much as I do, and if you do, please let me know down below if you make it and how you like it, and good luck. Let's go jump right into the video. I'm going to start with my yeast and my warm water. I'm just going to mix this together and set this aside while I prepare the rest of my dry ingredients. In my mixing bowl, I have my flour, sugar, salt, cardamom powder, and some milk powder. I am just going to give this a quick mix on low speed. As soon as my dry ingredients are all mixed, I am going to add in my yeast, vanilla extract, and my warm milk, and I'm just going to have my mixer on low speed at this time. After a few minutes, I am also going to add my soft butter, and I'm just going to turn my mixer on medium speed and mix this for about 2 minutes. Now my dough is completely smooth, and that's what you're looking for. I am going to then take this off the mixer and just knead this for about a few seconds. Your dough is going to be a bit sticky, but that's okay. You're going to knead this for about a minute or two, and you can see that it won't be that sticky anymore after that. Remember that you already give your dough a few minutes of kneading time in the mixer, so you're not gonna need to do this as much. And this should be about done right now. I'm just going to shape this in round, and I have my bowl right here. I'm just going to spray with non-stick spray, and then I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm just going to let this rise for about 2 hours. While my dough is resting, I'm going to make my simple syrup with my sugar, water, cinnamon stick, orange peel, some cloves, some star anise, and some cardamom seeds. And I'm just going to bring this to simmer first, and as soon as the sugar is completely melted, I'm going to turn the temperature on very low, so it should be barely simmering like this. As soon as the liquid is reduced to about a half, the syrup should be ready. I'm just going to set this aside while I wait for my dough. Now it's time to make the filling, and I know it has a lot of butter. I'm just going to give this a quick whisk, and the butter is at room temperature, so it should not be that hard to mix it with some granulated sugar and some ground cardamom. And I'm just going to mix this until they are completely nice and smooth. The filling should be nice and creamy and not runny. After about 2.5 hours, my dough is now ready. I'm just going to roll this out. The dough is very similar to my regular cinnamon buns recipe, and The way I'm making it is exactly the same, which I'm going to roll my dough until I have that nice and thin layer. And as soon as I have it nice and thin layer, I am going to then spread my butter and cardamom mixture. And I'm going to roll this out like this. It's just like making a puff pastry laminated dough. This dough is fairly easy to work with, as you can see right here. And then I'm going to use my pizza dough cutter, and I'm just going to cut a few strips, and I'm going to shape it like this. I'm making a medium-sized cardamom buns. You can make it bigger by rolling your dough a little longer and cutting it a bit thicker. But I like to have medium-sized cardamom buns. That way I don't have to give too much when my kids ask for one. And then I am going to transfer it into my half sheet pan with my salpats. You can use parchment paper. And I'm just going to wrap this up again in plastic and let this sit in a warm area again for about an hour, and that should be ready to bake after that. While my dough is proofing, I am going to mix my egg wash with whole eggs and a little bit of milk. I'm going to set this aside while I'll make my toppings, which is granulated sugar and ground cardamom. And I'm going to then set both of these aside. And my dough is ready. I am going to then egg wash it and sprinkle my sugar and cardamom mixture on top. I am going to bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes until they are nice and golden brown like this. And as soon as you take it out of the oven, go ahead and brush it with your cardamom syrup, and you want to do this while your buns are still very hot. The buns are going to soak up all that delicious cardamom syrup, and it's going to also create that nice crispy texture. And there you have it, perfectly cooked cardamom buns. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all again on my next video. Bye!